Jenkins with a header. There's Cowie, well tackled by Phillips. McCall releasing Fleck. Fleck is away from Craig Robertson. A chance on for Rangers. There's McCoist. The Ibrox goal machine gets into action once again. Beautifully created. The pass from McCall going forward. There was Fleck under pressure from Craig Robertson. Appeared to be held. Fleck retained possession. Made the break for the byline. A perfect cross away from Westwater. And there's McCoist to head home his 12th goal of the season. McCoist continuing his superb spell of form. And Rangers get the best possible start to the match, and it's just what Dunfermline, I'm sure, were dreading. There's Durant. No problem this time for Bobby Smith. 33 years old now, Smith. He was with Hibs before he went to Leicester City and then returned to Easter Road. Headed by Roberts. There's Smith again. Donnelly inside. Butcher reacts quickly. Craig Robertson's header. There's Cowie. Robertson towards Jenkins. Stolen away from him by McCall. That's good play from Rangers. Linking in midfield. Ferguson was fouled, but the referee allows the advantage with Rangers still in possession. Here's Trevor Francis. Now McCoist. It's well taken by Westwater. A fine pass from Francis as McCoist made the space inside the box. There was Francis finding the gap in the box for McCoist to send the ball across. Roberts tidies up at the back for Rangers. Here's Jimmy Nicholl. Francis still looks very nimble indeed, despite advancing years. Ferguson holding off Jenkins. Now Roberts. Ferguson again. Phillips calls to the ball on the left. Here's Fleck. Pulling it back. Francis. Good play from Francis. Well, he really has settled very quickly indeed into the Rangers lineup. Superb individual play, making space for the shot. Hit with lots of power, but Westwater was well positioned. Francis to McCoist. Francis again. Switching play once more. Here's McCall. Fleck holding off his man. It's well struck. Robert Fleck has only found the net once this season so far for Rangers, but he certainly looks hungry this afternoon. Turning away from Craig Robertson onto his right foot. Powerful shot, but Westwater again well positioned. Jenkins is penalised for the foul on Nicholl. Rangers anxious to get on with things. A free kick, take it, instant play. There's Phillips. Durant finds Francis. Still Ian Durant. There's Fleck, a chance for Rangers. And not even at the second attempt. It was an offside flag, I think. Durant set it up with the run inside. McCoist let him come. There was Fleck, but it appeared to be onside all right. The underside of the ball the first time. Then the header. It goes over the top with Westwater helpless. Graham Souness on the track. He's one of the two Rangers substitutes, but I think he's on there to give some advice to his teammates. The other substitute, incidentally, is Davy Cooper, so that's a very expensive bench for Rangers. Here's Jimmy Phillips for Rangers. Durant sets off on the run again on the left. That's a good ball back to McCall. This is Ferguson. Now Roberts. Chance for a long-range shot. It's blocked by McCarthy. Roberts is well out of position now, but Nicholl has dropped back into central defence. The build-up is slow, though, from Dunfermline. Morrison wants to return. There's Cowie again for Dunfermline. Plenty of time for Nicholl. He's still at centre-back for the moment. And now Francis. That's for Fleck. Look at the pace of Fleck. And once again, it was all set up by Trevor Francis, using the pace of Fleck with that first-time ball beyond the Dunfermline defence. Terry Butcher goes forward. So does Graham Roberts. Francis with the corner kick. It's a very poor one, but finds its way to Durant. There's Derek Ferguson. Towards McCoist. Goal number 2 for Rangers. 29 minutes gone. The Dunfermline defence was caught flat-footed. It was Derek Ferguson's delicate ball inside. McCoist was clearly onside. Quick reactions, the delicate little prod with the left foot, and Westwater had no chance at all. Jubilation for the Rangers fans again, and Ali McCoist enjoying a magnificent spell of form, and clearly enjoying every moment. Ferguson to Francis, taking on McCarthy towards the byline. Appear to strike a hand, but the corner kick is the verdict of referee Hope. And Trevor Francis appears to have retained most of the electric pace, especially off the mark. Francis with the corner kick, an awkward one for Westwater, and almost an own goal by Grant Jenkins. As though Westwater lost the flight of this corner from Francis, which is swirling in on him. He got a touch, it came off Jenkins, and Westwater had to be quick. Fleck is onside, a great chance for the Rangers third. Just inches wide. And the referee appears to have overruled the linesman and given an offside decision against Fleck. Well, now, had that gone in, it may well have been very controversial indeed. Phillips with the pass. Fleck certainly appeared to be well offside. So did Ian Durant. The linesman saw nothing wrong. The shot goes wide, but the referee's whistle had gone. Led across by Francis. The interception by Graham Robertson. And there goes the half-time whistle, a thoroughly satisfactory opening 45 minutes for Rangers and for Ali McCoist in particular. Yet another couple of goals to take his total for the season so far to 13. The first came in the 5th minute. Great play in the inside left channel for Robert Fleck. Made his way there, turned his man, flighted the ball across, the McCoist's header went in off the post. And then in the 29th minute was Derek Ferguson who prodded a pass into the box. McCoist reacted very quickly indeed to loft the ball beyond Ian Westwater. So the half-time score, Rangers 2, Dunfermline 0. So as Dunfermline with a mountain to climb in the second half, who get the match underway again. They showed very few signs in the first half that they had the capacity to trouble Rangers. And with the early goal taking any sting out of them, they really have been second best all the way so far. Certainly no lack of courage and determination in these Dunfermline ranks, but on the question of class and ability coming from midfield, they really didn't have the same strength as Rangers. And with Ali McCoist in goal-scoring form once again, they really have had a lot of problems at the back. Butcher to Phillips. Nicol to Francis. Nicol sets off on the right, but that's for Fleck. A great pass again from Francis. Can Fleck make it count? It was a deflection, it's a corner kick. And once again, it was Trevor Francis who opened up the Dunfermline defence with that magnificent pass. There was Fleck checking onto his left foot, a deflection from Craig Robertson, and that's why it's a corner kick. Durant back to McCall. This is Ferguson. Butcher and Roberts wait in the middle. McCoy setting it up for Fleck. A tireless runner up front for Rangers, Robert Fleck. Again set up into his path by McCoist. And Fleck couldn't get over the ball, rising all the way over the top. There's Phillips. Francis calling for the ball again on the right. Always this time to look up and pick out the pass. Another superb ball to McCall. That's towards McCoist, lofting under the ball, and it was Westwater on his heels. Well, I'm not at all sure that's what Ian McCall intended. I think he was looking for the head of Ali McCoist, but it swirled in under the crossbar, and Westwater did well. Francis to Nicol. Taken away by Jenkins to McCall. There's Ferguson. Durant was just offside. It must have been very close indeed. Phillips to McCoist. Here's Ferguson. McCoist going again. Oh, great play from McCoist. Sheer striking genius, and look at the disappointment in the face of Ali McCoist. Not content with 2 goals. Look at the way he goes past the defender here. Gathers the ball, goes past McCarthy, cuts inside, sets up the shot, and that's not far away at all. Coming off is Ian Durant. Now that can only mean a rest for the international midfield player. Well, listen to the applause for Durant. He's had a fine match once again for Rangers, and no doubt being spared with the trip to Kiev in mind. As soon as replaces Durant. A warm welcome for the Rangers player manager. Back from Morrison to Graham Robertson. You have to give credit to Dunfermline. They've stuck to their task. They've never given up, despite being overrun frequently. And here's McCoy set up for his hat-trick by McCall. And turned away by McCarthy for the corner kick. Ali McCoy already has 1 hat-trick to his name against Dunfermline this season at East End Park, and this was him looking for his second. And Westwater got his angle right. Nicol takes the ball away from Smith. Butcher. It's a good kick out against the wind. George Cowie. Good play from Cowie. Support inside from Jenkins. And a fine effort from Jenkins. That's Dunfermline's best attempt of the match. All set up by George Cowie with some excellent running on the right. The pass inside allowing Jenkins to set up the chance And that shot's just about 6 inches over. Souness is certainly enjoying his involvement in the match. Oh, what a fine pass. Here's Trevor Francis. Can he get his first goal for Rangers? Perhaps doing too much on the ball, but there's McCoist. And what a save by Westwater. Here Westwater made 5 yards in a flash to get across to block that header. Here was Francis turning, trying to find McCoist this time. The keeper did brilliantly to get across. So 15 minutes left for play as Trevor Smith tries to make headway on the right for Dunfermline. Forced to come inside, supported by Bobby Smith. Here's Donnelly. Smith trying to get involved once again. Donnelly's header. There's Morrison, now Kirkwood. Morrison again with a chance. And a very good tackle that in the end by Terry Butcher. But the best move of the lot, I think, so far from Dunfermline. Morrison linking with Kirkwood, striding forward, and there goes a tackle from Butcher, which deflected the ball wide. Well, that was to McCall. He goes past his man very easily indeed, Ian McCall. The tackle was by Ferguson, and McCarthy was there for Dunfermline. Donnelly played it inside. Trevor Smith just out of range. Souness wins it. That's for McCoist for his hat-trick. Yes! No problem at all for Ali McCoist. 11 minutes from the end. The defence opened up by this magnificent pass from Souness. McCoist setting himself and then steering the ball wide of Westwater. Super Ali is the chance once again. McCoist with his third hat-trick of the season and his second against Dunfermline. And now Rangers will make a substitution. Off goes Ali McCoist to a tremendous reception. The replacement is Davy Cooper. Once again, McCoist, I think, being preserved for the trip to Russia in midweek. Cooper, of course, is suspended for that match. Souness finds Cooper. That's for Francis. Oh, he was so keen to get that on target. A rueful smile from Francis. Cooper picked him out with this pass. The angle was narrow for Francis, but he really would have expected to get the shot on target. Certainly the goal the Rangers fans would welcome most, an opener for Trevor Francis. Souness going forward, flashing with Kirkwood. Ball breaks for McCall. McCarthy's clearance, there's Souness. Oh, great play from Souness. Absolutely masterly from the Rangers player manager. And how he enjoyed that little piece of action. The clearance from McCarthy, controlled by Souness. He saw the opening immediately, disguised that move going forward. Appeared to be held by Robertson, stroked the ball past Westwater, and that's Rangers' 4. Roberts, this is Nicol, and now Butcher. It's a very important match to get Butcher back into the swing of things for the match to come in midweek, where there's Fleck. Well, he had so many options available. He was in the clear. He could have taken it in on Westwater, chose to try to lob him and didn't quite catch it properly. And a free kick to Dunfermline midway inside the Rangers half. As we go into time added on for stoppages, I can't think of very much of that in what has been a very sporting fair match. Indeed, there goes the final whistle. Referee Douglas Hope, who's controlled the match very well indeed, signals the end of what has been a superb performance, inspired in the second half by Graham Souness, who produced that little cameo performance with the fourth goal 5 minutes from the end to cap the brilliant hat-trick delivered by Ali McCoy's 2 in the first half, 1 in 11 minutes from time, and the Rangers fans thoroughly satisfied by what has been a real champion performance.
Trevor, how did you find your introduction to Scottish football?
I really enjoyed it. I was a little bit apprehensive, you know, coming onto the field today, but my main aim was to try and help Rangers win this game and try and